have done and whatever the things have been involved in the project, everything we are putting on the paper, right? So documentation, simply we can say that strives for the communicate necessary information effectively. Everything we are putting on the paper, what we have done, what are the requirements we have gathered, whatever the work we have done, what is remained, okay, like that, everything we are maintaining one documentation, one book, right? So here three types of documentations are there, ma. One is the work in progress documentation, okay, in this and second one is the product documentation and a handoff documentation. So work in progress means simply this can be happened at the initial of the project, ma. Whenever we are starting our project, before that we will be gathering the requirements, we will be designing that, okay, what are the things involved in that, what are the things not involved in that, okay, each and everything will be maintained as a documentation. Once the work also started means here we are going to be keeping the progress of that documentation, what are the things have done, okay, what are the things have to be do, right? So like that, work in progress documentation. And second one is the product documentation. Mainly it is for the user manuals, ma. So for example, whenever you people are buying any product, ma, okay, any product or anything, have you observed that there will be a small documentation, how to use, what to use, how they have developed, everything will be there, right? Small documentation within that paper they will be mentioning. Have you seen or not? Yes, reply me. Yes, have you seen or not? Like they will be making some product document, ma. If you people are buying any product, okay, electronic devices, okay, they will be keeping some manual. If you buy oven, they will be keeping some oven manual documentation. Or even though you people buy some mosquitoes, that liquid bottles also, ma, in that also documentation papers or small books will be there, right? So in each and every product, whatever the product they are releasing, right, outside the world, definitely they will be maintaining some documents, right? Simply we can say that it is a user manual documents and API application program, right? Interface documentation, how to interact, I means how to use, what to use, where to use, where, do's and don't do's, okay, simply do's and don't do's, like that documentation will be maintained. And third one, handoff documentations, no, ensures that important information is communicated to the future team, right? Future team members. So here handoff documentation means here whatever the important information is there, okay, they will be putting on one paper, okay, one paper, so that it will be useful for the future and the team members, right? So handoff documentation means not total, whatever the important things are there, that only they are keeping on that particular papers, right? And what will be the results for this means when you communicate in the appropriate ways, you spread necessary information effectively, right? You are going to be, whenever, definitely we have said that communication is documentation is known as some good communication, right? One of our students said. So like that, if we spread in the way of this communication, we can share all the information effectively, right? And you can reduce the amount of overhead in communications also. And contradictions and alternatives. Face-to-face communication is much more time-taking and complex. Yes, why they are saying this time-taking and complex? Everyone have to come, they have to gather, they have to open all their ideas, they have to share, right? Some people feel shy, some people will be directly, only one person is speaking, means another will be silent, okay, like that. This all will be like time-taking and complex, right? And if they involve means it will be a really good for maintaining all the documentation. If they won't open their mouths or if they are unable to share their ideas or thoughts, means that become a complex, right? So simply this documentation, why we are means it will be written instructions for the all the end users, right? So documentation is a detailed specification or an explanation for the users, right? And explanations for the user. So second, documentation in software engineering is like the umbrella term. Whatever the umbrella term you people have seen, means all the requirements, all the coding, designing, whatever the things are required to develop the product and to use the product, everything will be written in a form of some documents and materials, right? And the third, here all software development product, whether created by a small team or a large corporations, require some related documentation. Here, whatever the products or the projects they are going to be creating, either a small team or a large team, they will be working on that, but definitely they have to definitely they require some related documentation, right? Whoever are working on that particular product. And different types of documents are created through the whole SDLC, software development life cycle, right? Different documentations can be created based upon their need and the requirement. Okay, which one will be the convenient, according to that they will be selecting some SDLCs. And documentation exists to explain the product functionality. Okay, first of all, why we are maintaining this documentation means so that we have to understand how the product is working and what kind of information is related to there, and how it will be allowing for discussing all the significant questions arising between the stakeholders and the developers, right? So like that, for everything there will be a documentation. Whenever you purchase electronic products or some groceries or some other things, okay, some mobiles or anything, laptop, for everything there will be a documentation. With that documentation, here we the stakeholders, right, we can easily understand what are the things are going and how to use, where not to use. These all things we can clearly understand with that, right? That's why here every product or a company, okay, they are going to be maintaining some documentation for each and every product, right? So next, documentation types. So documentation types, there are different types. Documentation types are there, as we discussed. First, three. One is a work in progress documentation, product documentation, handoff documentation. Mainly these three. Now here we'll see how this documentation types will be there. So for developing any software, definitely we have to maintain some software documentation, right? So this software documentation again classified into two types. One is the product documentation, another one is the process documentation. What is this product documentation means? All system again this product documentation is classified into two types. Okay, one is the system documentation and the second one is the user documentation. Okay, what is this system documentation means? Whatever the requirements are there, okay, for all the hardware requirements, software requirements, that all things we are maintaining as a document, right? And design and architecture. So however you people are working on your major project, definitely they will be asking architecture, okay, how you will be designing that. Okay, so definitely there will be a design and architecture. And once the designing and architecture has been completed, means coding will be there. Okay, how you have developed the code, in which language you have done. Okay, these all things will be involved in that. Okay, simply we can say that source code. Okay, source code or understanding the code, whatever the topics we have discussed in our unit 3, right, that all will be coming here. And next, validation, verification and testing will be there. Once the coding is done, right, so validations will be there. Okay, is that code is working perfectly or not? Okay, is there any issues? They will be fixing and working on that. Okay, like that all details will be maintained. And maintenance or help will be there. If you won't understand these all things, they will be giving some support and help also. And some guide will be kept in that particular product. So when you people purchase any product, definitely you can see these all things like guide, manual, what are the things involved in that. Okay, and if any problem, they will be giving some mail IDs or phone numbers to contact that particular support. Okay, so like that here they will be maintaining total like system documentation, right? So next, second one is the user documentation. Means again, this user documentation is classified into two types, ma'am. One is the end user and the system administrators, right? So end users means however we people are involving our stakeholder, right, in our project. Each time we are involving and taking the report or a feedback from that users, and again we are updating that, means we are doing some refactoring, and again we are going to be releasing that product, right? So definitely here system administrators, okay, they will be checking all this. There are some people will be working on that particular code, even though the product has been released in the market. Okay, even though few members will be working on that, okay, they will be maintaining that systems and everything, right? And next, second type, process documentation. Process documentation means whenever we are developing any project, definitely there will be a plan. Okay, in that plan we are gathering all the requirements, what to do, what not to do, what are the things we have to involve in that, and we are doing second estimations. Okay, within that budget, are we, can we developing or not? Okay, are we developing or not? Okay, according to that schedules, customer date, whatever they are given, in that we have to plan everything, and they will be generating some reports on that. Okay, various types of reports will be there. Okay, that reports generations will be there, like whatever, wherever the work has been done or completed, that status will be there. Simply we can say progress of that work. Okay, that all reports will be maintained. Each and every team will be giving the reports, and according to that, team lead will be preparing one single report and providing that report to whom? Managers, right? So like that process will be there. So this chain process, how reports are going to be generated means, first of all, here team members, whatever the work is there, they will be giving one report. Okay, team members will be preparing their own individual status. This will be given to whom? Team lead. So once team lead will be collecting from all different teams, team 1, team 2, all these reports he will be collecting. Okay, this team lead will be collecting, and what he will be doing, he will be gathering and combining this all reports, and he will be generating one single report on that particular project. And to whom he is giving that report? Yes, to whom he is giving that report? Can anyone chat me? Finally, to whom that report is given? ఎవరికి ఇస్తున్నాడు? Yes, I need answers. Hurry up. To whom they are giving these reports? What happened? Finally, yes, to whom they are giving? Team lead. Finally, he will be preparing one final report. To whom he will be giving that report? Whatever the progress report or status report. Yes, manager. Yes, for the product manager, okay, or manager, he will giving that final report. Very good, ma. So like that, here reports are going to be generated. And next what we are saying, work in progress, ma. What is this work in progress? Yes, working papers means here we are using some cards. Have you we have discussed, right? We are using some, whatever the discussions are there, we are using some charts, right? Charts, and we are using some story cards, right? Story cards, and involving them and collecting all the user stories and everything. We are putting on some papers, right? We are putting on some papers, and like that here working papers will be there. Okay, what to do and what not to do. And standards, what are the standards here? Means here company is providing some standards, like what some rules and regulations, okay, some rules and regulations, and some like they will be giving some coding standards, okay, coding standards, rules and regulations. According to that, we have to follow and we have to develop this project. Then only everyone can understand that project, whoever are working on that. Okay, that's why they will be maintaining these standards. Why they are maintaining this standard means for getting a quality of product. Okay, QOP, quality of product. For quality of product, they have to maintain these standards, and everyone have to involve and can easily understand what are the things they are doing, right? For that purpose, here standards will be there, right? Have you people seen that whenever we people do any shoppings for a cloth or a mobile or anything, first what we will be doing, first what we are searching first? Brand, right? So is that brand is good or not? Okay, if that brand is good, okay, how we can say that brand is good means at the background they will be maintaining some good quality of code, some standard codes, okay, like that. Then only here people will be start referring to that particular brands. Okay, with the standards only here we are going to be using that all brand products. Once the brand is okay means definitely obviously customer will be buying that product only, right? So like that, here documentation types will be there, right? So we'll discuss one by one. So types of documentation, the main goal of this documentation is to maintain some effective documentation, right? Is to ensure like the developers and the stakeholders in some same directions, whatever the objectives of their project, okay, whatever the plans, and according to that it is working or not. Okay, so for this all things they will be maintaining some effective documentation. To achieve this, here plenty of documentation types exist. Okay, to maintain this effective documentation, here many types of documentations are there. Once you people Google it and search, okay, you can understand, right? So according to the textbook, here we are having these two types, right? So all software documentations can be classified into two main categories. One is the product documentation and second one is the project documentation, as we discussed, right? Product documentation and process documentation. You have to draw this diagram and you have to explain all these things, right? And yeah, so here product documentation, actually what is this product documentation means? It represents all documents produced during the development and maintenance, and it is going to be describing all well processes. And the common examples of this process documentations are like planning, testing, scheduling, reports, and they will be maintaining some standards, meeting notes, okay, or even business correspondence also, right? So this all will comes under in this process documentation. So the main difference between this process and product documentation is that the first one record the process of development. Okay, the first one will be record all the process of the development, what are the things involved while developing, okay, designing, coding, these all things will be coming. And second one describes about the product that is being developed. However the product has been developed, there will be maintaining some manuals, how to use, where to use, okay, these all things will be there, right? So the main difference between that process and product documentation. And the next point, communication happens all time in a project now, right? So it helps to get your work done. With this communication, we can complete our work so that everyone will be involved in sharing their ideas, okay, like that. And here we can solve our problems also, right? So, and we can the documentation main purpose is to work in progress documentation. We can gather all the requirements documents and the design documents, right? So other communication provides business values like product documentation such as user manuals and API documentations will be there. And third type, And third type is nothing but handoff documentation, right? So supports the long-term viability of the project by ensuring the important information is communicated the future work. So mainly this handoff documentation, they will be maintaining all the important information and to communicate in the future with the workers, right? So that is the handoff documentation. So this is about the types of documentations, ma. So we'll see one by one clearly. So the first one is the work in progress documentation. Okay, work in progress documentation. Three types are there. So we'll discuss in the next class is three types documentations. Okay, here I will be stopping my class. So types of documentation.